On the morning of 29th October 2008, an earthquake measuring 6.4 on the Richter scale devastated Balochistan province in southwestern Pakistan. In just moments, 166 people were killed, 322 people injured, 7,612 houses damaged or destroyed, and over 68,000 people rendered homeless. The affected area extends from Ziyarat district, some 110 kilometers northwest of Quetta, to Pashin and Harnai districts. Those who survived the earthquake were left in desperate conditions.
29 अक्टूबर के ज़िले में जो तबाही हो गई थी, हमारे गाँव में भी हमारे घर सारे गिर गए थे। और इसके बाद हम इस मैदानी में खेमों में हम रह रहे थे जो रहने के काबिल नहीं थे, सर्दी हो रही थी।
Aftershocks have continued to be felt in the area. In order to ensure a coordinated response to the enormous needs faced by the population in Balochistan, the cluster system was activated. Relief work was the immediate priority of the government and international humanitarian community. Relief activities were coordinated by the National Disaster Management Authority, NDMA, and through their coordination efforts, 28,000 summer tents were distributed, along with blankets, cloths, and other items. Immediately, it became clear that light tents were not sufficient to protecting people from freezing temperatures, and people were in desperate need of shelters to face the fast approaching harsh winter. UN Habitat Pakistan sent a team of 2 technical experts to assess the damage in the affected area. Based on their technical expertise, the team also developed the design of a transitional shelter which could withstand the below zero temperatures common in the area.
So we have started, first of all, the emergency relief works and the rescue works. Afterward, we felt that the winter were approaching and we needed shelters for the people, those who have lost their houses and they were almost collapsed or major damages which were irreparable.
Just days after the earthquake, UN Habitat and the agencies part of the coordination of the emergency shelter cluster began addressing the need for transitional shelters in the affected areas. Army and local authorities of the 3 affected districts prepared a plan of action based on the damage assessment of houses carried out by the Army. Under the leadership of NDMA and the Pakistani Army, international agencies began the implementation of shelter programs. UN Habitat was tasked to build transitional shelters in the most affected areas, 24 villages of the district of Ziyarat, as quickly as possible.
जब यहाँ पे ज़लज़ला हुआ तो उसके बाद ये हुआ कि क्योंकि ये मौसम ऐसा है कि सर्दी का मौसम है और ज़ियारत के अंदर जो सर्दी होती है वो तकरीबन -10 से ऊपर होती है, तो लोगों को अशद ज़रूरत थी यहाँ पे शेल्टर की, ऐसे शेल्टर की कि एक तो जल्दी बन जाए और दूसरा लोगों को सर्दी से महफूज रख सके.
The UN Habitat team designed a transitional shelter adapted to the people's needs as well as to the particular climatic and topographic conditions in the area.
शेल्टर प्रोग्राम में ये है कि हमने जो शेल्टर बनाया उसमें एक तो चीज़ ये थी कि एक जल्दी बन जाता है ये शेल्टर. दूसरी चीज़ ये है कि ये उसी तरह लोगों को गर्म रखता है जिस तरह उनके कच्चे घर उनको गर्म रखते थे.
All of the materials used in the shelter design are completely local and are readily available in the market. Some of the salient features of this shelter are: it is a 12-foot by 14-foot room. It is easy to build and does not require a lot of technical skill for construction. The community is involved in the construction and can learn how to build it. It is properly insulated. The shelter can be constructed in one day. It can resist excess weight of snow. It is earthquake resistant. It provides a feeling of safety to the traumatized population. It provides shelter to families of up to 8 people. The cost of material is less than $500 US, and its lifespan is over 1 year. Before the construction of transitional shelters began, many people were disoriented due to the earthquake and the conditions they were facing. Aftershocks created deeper cracks in their homes, and this led to a feeling of insecurity within those affected by the earthquake. People with houses with minor damages or no damages at all started to sleep outside because they were afraid of staying indoors. Shelter needs were growing rapidly. Many were getting ready to leave their native areas for warmer locations.
सर्दी और बारिशों में हमारे बच्चों को तहफ़्फ़ुज़ दिया था। अभी कमरे जो दिए हुए हैं वो बिल्कुल मियारी है, सर्दी वगैरह नहीं, इसमें हम गर्मियों सर्दियाँ हम इसमें गुजार सकते हैं। अगर ये लोग ना आते तो यहाँ से मुंतकिल हो सकते हैं, दूसरे गाँव में मुंतकिल हो सकते थे।
Involving the community helped speed up the process of completing the transitional shelters, as well as helping them overcome the effects of the disaster. Over 200 local carpenters were trained to build the shelters. To further assist the community, a poster explaining how to build a shelter was quickly designed by the technical team and distributed in the affected areas.
इधर वैसी बातें सुन रहे थे कि हम आना बिटेट वाला यहाँ आएंगे, यहाँ पे शेल्टर का काम कर देंगे। तो मैंने और सामान सारे मटेरियल हमने उठा लिए, 85 के 85 शेल्टर के जितने भी मटेरियल थे। शेल्टर की जो मैनेजमेंट है जो खड़ा करता है, इसके हमने ये लेआउट भी इंशाल्लाह हमने सीख लिया है, इसका केंचा बनाने भी हमने सीख लिए हैं। तकरीबन 2 ट्रक बड़े ट्रक हमने लोड कराए और 17-15 ट्रैक्टर है, ट्राली वाले ट्रैक्टर ने उसे हमने अपने सामान सारे उठा के लोगों में तकसीम कर दिया।
अगर ये लोग बाकी मटेरियल हमें दे, सामान दे तो इंशाल्लाह इसी तरह कमरे हम खुद भी बना सकते हैं, क्योंकि इन लोगों ने हमें ऐसा बता दिया था। शुरू में जो लोग उन्होंने मजदूर लाए थे तो उन्होंने हमें सब कुछ सिखा दिया। हम इसके काबिल हो गए कि हम ये शेल्टर बना सकते हैं खुद, सिर्फ हमें मटेरियल की ज़रूरत थी।
कम्युनिटी को इन्वॉल्व करने का मकसद ये था कि हमारी कोशिश थी कि हम लोगों को ओनरशिप देना चाहते हैं कि ये शेल्टर उनकी मलकियत है, इसकी हिफाजत भी वो करेंगे। और इसका हमें रिज़ल्ट ये मिला कि जब हम लोगों के पास के विलेज में दोबारा अपनी शेल्टर को देखने, तो वो इतना खूबसूरत तरीके से अंदर से उन्होंने डेकोरेट किया हुआ था, कंबल लगा के बड़े अच्छे तरीके से, कि हमें खुशी महसूस हो रही थी कि मतलब इन्होंने इसके अंदर कुछ ना कुछ खुद मेहनत की है और उसको मतलब वो अपनी मालकियत समझते थे।
इस शेल्टर को हम मज़ीद खूबसूरत बनाने के लिए हम इसमें खिड़कियाँ भी लगाएंगे, इसके पानी वगैरह इसमें पुश करने के लिए हमने इसके नालियाँ भी लगा दिया।
इतने फर्स्ट क्लास के गर्म है यहाँ पे, हमारे जो बर्फ़ी मौसम या बर्फ़ जो बरस रहा है, इधर सिर्फ ब्लैंकेट में हम सोते हैं, इतने खुश है। बिजली का भी हमने वहाँ पे फिटिंग फर्स्ट क्लास के, इस वक्त जो किले में जो ये शेल्टर तकसीम हुए इतने तारीफ के लायक है।
Transitional shelters are designed to solve the immediate problem of providing livable cover space that gives protection from outdoor conditions such as the cold, rain, and snow. These shelters allow the population to enjoy decent livable conditions until the reconstruction process begins.
Balochistan زلزله سره له بس په موږ باندې دغه وراني ورسولې، بس Balochistan بیا راغله دا موږ خونه ونړېدې، Balochistan راغله بس خدای دې ښه ورسره وکړي، دغه موږ ته کمره را جوړه کړله. بس موږ یې دغسې په اسرات کړو کې ماشومان را پاته دي، دغسې په اسرات کړو، موږ یې په موټر کې کښېنولي وو، هغه یې بسترې یې چاواره کړې وې، بس بیا موږ یې راکښته کړو، نو موږ یې کښېنولو، پرېوتلو. موږ ته راسن ملاو شوی دی، یو څه راسن ته ملاو شوی دی په دا تاڼه کې.
Shelters allow a smooth transition from the destruction caused by the disaster to permanent housing, leaving the people in their premises instead of displacing them in camps and tents on a long-term basis. The quality of living provided by these shelters is much better than the precarious conditions of living in tents.
آغاز موږ ډېر خوښ دی او موږ ډېر په سهولت سو او موږ له یخه ځه بچاو سو او زموږ بچیان چې دي کوچنیان مو بچاو سو، زنان هم په سهولت سوې او موږ ډېر خوشحاله یو.
In a period of just 2 months, 1,453 transitional shelters were built by UN Habitat to house 1,935 affected families, totaling 11,325 people in 24 villages. Families are safe in these shelters and can use them for up to 1 year while they start the reconstruction of their homes.